So I'm so glad that Madison put this in her show, because this is what I be talking about when I say for years, gay people had to sit up and endure this. Whether you agree or whether however you feel, this is caused many people to commit suicide. It has. And people now that I'm in these scriptures and I'm able to point out that I'm sure this lady eats pork. I'm sure she do. She gonna burn in hell for eating pork. She's pagan. And she talking about she tired of sissies, which many of say the whole abomination thing. But yet this heifer probably celebrates Christmas. You're pagan. And you brought an abomination into your house. Thus saith Jeremiah 10:1-6. Right? So when we go through the scriptures, when we go through and we fact check everything, and then they see that I'm right, see, now I'm supposed to handle them. Oh, well, you was kind of wrong about this. Oh, sir, your greatness, you were wrong. And I'm not even trying to say that you're wrong. You misunderstood. But when it was them in the pulpit, this is how they were.
I get so sick of sisters, I don't know what to do.
See?
I'm sick of sisters. And half the time bringing them in somebody's church, fanning over somebody's choir, I'm sick of sisters. Just sick of.
Now, she's entitled to feel how she feels. The point that I'm making is, this is my point. When you hear my videos and I'm talking to women like this, and you don't hear me, oh, well, sis, nah. Hussy, you are a spiritual whore. That's what you are. And you so quick to condemn another group of people. Isn't it funny how you are going to lift up your eyes in hell because of your paganism? You don't know Christ. Not at all. You probably in church on Sunday, which is the wrong day. The Lord sanctified the Sabbath day, which is the seventh day. You're not even supposed to be in a pulpit. For real, according to Paul. You are a part of an organization that has collected $420 billion since the 1980s. That's 9,333,333,333 per year since the 1980s. Since 1980. That's not me just guessing some number. No, you can Google this information and you will see it. You've taken the word of God because you're so worried about the sissies and you're so tired of the sissies when, I don't know this lady, but I'm sure one of them leading men up there is getting sucked off by one. You're so tired of the sissies, but yet you neglected to pay attention to the other scriptures in which is going to land you into hell. And see, when they find all of this out, when they come to this revelation, the problem is, oh, see, Savage, you mean. Why you gotta talk to him like that? But it's okay for her to. It's okay for her to talk to. It's okay for her to talk like this, right? That's okay. That's okay for her to be hurtful. That's okay, right? See, the problem that I have with the church is you want to talk like this to a certain group of people, but then when you come to the realization that you interpreted the scriptures wrong, you are part of the mother harlot. You are an extension of the Roman Catholic Church. That's why you wear the little retarded collars. You dress like the bishops in the Catholic Church. You wear the robes. You do everything just like them, except for burn incense and, you know, and a few other things. But you are an extension of the Roman Catholic Church, especially if you are a Baptist. The Baptist Church was started by a white man named John Smith in 1609, who called himself separating from the Catholic Church. But it's still the same principles. But see, when people like this come to the realization that they interpreted the scriptures wrong, oh, they want all the grace in the world. Well, I just don't understand why he gotta have such an attitude. I just don't understand why he gotta be so mean.
I get so sick of sisters, I don't know what to do.
Cause this bitch was.
I'm sick of sisters.
I'm sick of you, bitch.
Half the time they, bringing them in somebody's church, fanning over somebody's choir, I'm sick of sisters.
But it's all right when you want to purchase stolen clothes or when you want your hair done from one of those sissies, right? Oh, it's okay then. And judging from the looks of her, she don't get her hair done often. This is the type of Christian that's gonna bust hell wide open. Gonna bust hell wide open. And when it talks about a weeping and gnashing of teeth, let me tell you something. Whatever happens, sissies have been hearing all their life where they going. But it's gonna be a gag. It's gonna be a gag to people like this. I gotta go with the sissies. But Lord, I prophesied in your name, Lord. Lord, I cooked dinners, Lord. Lord, I touched people and healed the sick, Lord. All of them excuses. You also lied on my son. You partook in pagan holidays. I told you not to put other gods before me. You partook in a lie on my son. My son was not born December 25th. And you so holy, if you so holy where you can condemn another people, how don't you know that Christ was born in September of 4 BC during the Feast of Tabernacles? How you don't know that? I guarantee you she don't know that. I guarantee you that this heifer, this hussy, cannot explain how she got 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday. I guarantee you she can't. I guarantee you she'll tell you that the law is done away with. Even though Matthew 5:17 through 19 says what it says. Like I said, she probably eats pork. She celebrates paganism. And Lord knows what her and maybe her husband, because sometimes these women be dykey poos. Big time in the church. A hussy like this, easy Eastern Star, which is, I just shared 2 videos on my social media page talking about Freemasonry. Eastern Stars is a cult. It's a Masonic cult. Okay? At the higher levels, they worship witchcraft. All of this, and she dressed in white. Using the length, she's standing in a pulpit. And see, when you give this hussy a little taste of her own medicine, she can't take it. Because people like this, they want to be the ones to stand up here and condemn everybody. But when it's time to take that mirror, which is what I have been doing for the past 10 years, when it's time to take that mirror and turn it back in their face, they can't take it. They want you to be oh so nice, handle with care. But meanwhile, they in the pulpit like this. Where's your humility? Where's your empathy? Where's the love that you are supposed to have for your fellow neighbor? See, these people, they are not holy themselves. 9 times out of 10, they don't know nothing about the Bible. They don't know nothing about history. Can't explain nothing. Dumb hoes like this sit up and regurgitate what they mammies and they daddies done taught them. I know this. I come from it. That's why I can talk about it. Just dumb as the days old. Don't know nothing about history. Don't know nothing. I'm telling you, she can't explain how you get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday. She can't. But this is why I am the way that I am in my videos. And even though I've had to witness stuff like this and endure stuff like this, I've heard stories at other churches from people who was attacked like this and it didn't end well. When I first started out, I started out very nice and sincere. Very nice. But this is what I was met with. This type of attitude. The aggressiveness. And so when I show these motherfuckers that my teeth is bigger than yours and my bite is far more worse. And it come with a little venom. Now it's, oh, he mean. He mean. Oh, why you gotta talk to him like that? Why you gotta be like that? Why do you? Why have you? Throughout the 80s and the 90s, these was the same people that said, oh, well, that's a gay person's disease. Let them, but you're supposed to love thy neighbor as yourself, as thyself. A lot of the stuff that I say, see, people think that I do videos and people think that I'm trying to convert them. I'm not. I'm not trying to convert you at all. You know why? I'm telling you why I do my videos. So, because every family gets a prophet. I've said this in multiple videos. Every family gets a prophet. Guess what, auntie, uncle, mama, daddy? You don't get to choose. You don't get to choose. Sadi, God chooses. God chooses. Every family gets a prophet. Whether you listen to that prophet, it's up to you. You don't got to. You don't got to. Because remember, Noah was a prophet amongst his family. And only 8 people made it. 8. They laughed at Noah. They mocked Noah. Oh, come on, Noah, we gonna build the ark today? Gaslighting. Oh, but baby, when that motherfucking rain came, bitch. Yeah. They was all partying it up till that rain came. And then even then, because they had never experienced rain before. And even then, some of them was still, partying and, come on, let's get these cards rolling. Let's get dominoes, let's get this rolling. And they were still partying. It wasn't until the rain wouldn't stop that shit got serious. That's when they tried to come to the ark. They tried to break into the ark. So when, and then God had to send animals who he didn't let into the ark. He had to send animals against the people to eat them so they wouldn't destroy the ark. You can read about that in the book of Jubilees or the book of Jasher. That's how it's going to be again. The ones that you count off as crazy or the black sheep, oftentimes, yeah, those are the prophets. But see, you have the one who was chosen, and then you have the family favorite, who's usually dumber than a box of rocks, don't know nothing. That's usually how it go. Because a lot of families, they don't be trying to hear the truth. And then sometimes the way God work, he gonna send the person you would least expect. I'm the person you would least expect. Would you listen? It's a test. Are you gonna listen? Because the messages are equaling 1 + 1 = 2. Everything's adding up. I've been doing this for 10 years. Plus, what I've said has come to pass. The same lessons that I started with on Facebook that's now on video is coming to pass. We are slowly but surely seeing the downfall come to Esau. Esau's kingdom is soon prepared to end. Well, it's not prepared, but it's soon about to end. And I've been talking about this. I told you about the jab, about the vaccine. Don't take it. Now it's coming out. Wasn't good for you. See, hating a bitch and not wanting to listen. Oh, I ain't gonna listen to you. I'm gonna show you. Oh no, you showing yourself. You showing yourself. And in the end, that's when you gonna see it. You wasn't showing me not a damn thing. Because my videos are not made to convert you. I'm not trying to convert nobody. Let me repeat that again. I'm not trying to convert you. That's not my goal. See, my mission was to put the work out. And then when such said family goes to stand in judgment, and they get up there, oh, I didn't know it was this way, Lord. I didn't know. Oh, no, you're not. Remember your little faggot cousin? Huh? The one that you said was crazy? The one that y'all used to talk about? Remember your faggot nephew? The one that moved out to Minnesota? Remember him? Hey, you remember your faggot son? Remember him? Remember how you told everybody how you got the book of Jubilees, but forgot to tell everybody how you fought him up and down? At first, telling him that he was wrong and he didn't know what he was talking about. Oh, he was right about this. Well, guess what? He was right about everything. But see, because now we're here. Now we're in judgment. So I'm going to show you what your heart felt towards him at that time. That's why you didn't listen. End result, unbelief. Failed the test. You have one question. One of them gonna ask, well, why you choose him? Why you choose him? I chose him because he was the only one that would listen. He was the only one that would listen. And then after he listened, he went out to seek me. Not for cash, not for vain things, not to be seen. And I used him as my prophet to try to warn you. But you were so concerned because you wanted this family member. Cause that's the one you chose. You're not God. And you don't make that choice. Neither do I. I didn't even know what I was signing up for, walking into. And thank God that I didn't, because I probably would have turned away. From where I am at today, from versus where I started, I don't know. I probably would have. Because I lost a lot. I lost a lot of family. I lost a lot of friends whom I don't miss. You know, but I'm just admitting what I lost. But today I realized I was meant to lose these people, places, and things. I was meant to. Because the level that I'm going to, that God has elevated me to, I can't take everybody with me. And that's the kind of heart that I always had. See, I was the one that always came back to Toledo, made sure I came and seen everybody, even though people would not come out here and see me. I was the one to make sure that I kept in contact with people. But people don't treat me that same way. And I started to notice that. Oh, you can go everywhere else. You can go here, you can go there. But you can't come out to see me though. Let me offer to bring you out here. Oh, still no. Oh, okay. Okay. And see me, I'm cool. That's the type of person I am. Cool. I accept it. The problem is the people who do this stuff, they don't get to control coming back into my life. You don't get to control that. You already showed me by your actions. See, because I'm the type, I rarely listen to what people have to say. I watch their actions. This is what your actions show. This is what your actions show. So yes, the videos was created so when people get up in judgment and they be on their knees pleading before God, I didn't know. You had the chance to know. Why didn't you take it? Is this not your flesh and blood? What gain did this person have to lie to you? Let's start there first. Who do you think you are to be lied to? That somebody will have to lie to you. Who do you think you are? When you know between me and you, between you and God, that you don't even read the Bible when you go home. You don't know if this boy telling the truth or not because you don't even know the word. You don't even know my word. You haven't been in my presence in a long time. And the sad part about it is you go to a building every Sunday and somehow you still missed me. And you showed envy to him because he found me. And you just couldn't take it. Because the category that you put him in, and the box that you put him in, was not the box that the Most High had for him. Every family gets a prophet. Every family. Are you going to chase that prophet away? Because that's what happens most of the time. That's why I say a prophet is not received in their own town. Yeah, and I'm paraphrasing. You got some people, they can recite that Bible by heart. They can recite the Bible. It's gonna be said a couple times. I know the scriptures by heart. But yet you don't know the meaning. You don't even get the concept. A lot of people like this hoe in this video, they're still on milk. That's why she in the pulpit talking like that. In the Lord's house, quote unquote, talking like that. The Lord didn't say, love thy neighbor as thyself, unless they a fag. That wasn't in the scriptures. We are all, even this heifer, all of us, every last single one of us are of filthy rags who don't deserve salvation. We don't. But thank God, thank the Most High, that he does not give us what we truly deserve often. And that's my whole point in reading Adam and Eve. Reading what happened with Adam and Eve. And I'm telling you, it's going to be that way on many. Well, I didn't hear that from my pastor. Your pastor ain't God. It's going to be a lot of people like this lady. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to, like her, that's going to bust hell wide open. I know whole, men that will sit up, have all these feelings they can tell you where the gaze is going, but yet they're materialistic. They're liars. Multiple women. Broken home here, broken home here. Won't take care of the child. But you getting into heaven? You getting into heaven? I don't think so, bro. It's going to be a lot of people who not in the church that's going to get up there in judgment and they're going to gag when they see God is black, Christ is black, the Holy Spirit is a woman. Well, it's a feminine spirit. Black, man, woman, and child. But you have so much, you want to question this person about what they do in their bedroom, but yet you can't keep your own home together. You can't keep your own home together. Ain't that something? That's often how it goes. And you see she kept going because the congregation was getting, she was getting a rise from the congregation. But many of them gonna be in the same boat as her. I'm telling you, one of the biggest things that's gonna get a lot of people, paganism and pork. I've said this multiple times. Paganism, because you can sit up and argue with me all day. But when God tell you, it's too late. When you worship these holidays, you are putting other gods before God. Whether you like it, whether you agree or not, you are. And you're going to have to answer for that. Colossians 2:16 ain't going to save you. See, this right here, this was talking about what was already established, dum-dum. See, they hate when I talk to them like that. But see, that dummy that I just turned from, she could say all of that in the pulpit though. I'm not in the pulpit. I'm making a video. But the scriptures are out, and I really do try to respect the scriptures. I do. Sometimes, when I'm passionate, I'm passionate. But this Colossians 2:16, a lot of Christians like to quote this, and I'd be like, well, okay. You tell me, what's a new moon? I can talk about this because I've lived it. I grew up under it. I grew up around it. I know how these people think, man. And they think that they can stand in the pulpit and condemn other people as if they have no sin, as if they don't do nothing. Look, this is a future prophecy. For behold, the Lord will come with what? First time he came with what? Water. Second time he come with what? Fire. For behold, the Lord will come with fire. That's how you know it's a future prophecy. Has the Lord came with fire yet? No. Oh, okay. And with his chariot, see, they don't like that. Me being sarcastic in my attitude. But I'm telling you, that hussy on that video, that's why you get this fire. To show you talk all that smack in the pulpit, and yet you are dumber than a box of rocks. Dumb. You talk all of this, you'll run a person away from church. You can't even explain how you get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday. and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. Who gonna slay him? Not little John. Not Satan. Not Michael the angel, archangel. Nope. The Lord is going to do it. Who? They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the abomination. I hope that hussy is not down in the south. Because when you eat your gumbo, that's what that is. The abomination. Y'all put all kind of abominable foods in that gumbo. All kinds. See, when they hear something they don't like, when heifers like that and male versions of her hear something that they don't like, that's the Old Testament. That's the Old Testament. But they sure don't mind going into the Old Testament when it serves them. When it serves them. But when it's time to align them with the same scriptures that they want to hold others to, oh, that's the Old Testament. Why are you being so mean? I like him, but his attitude is just... Well, what about your mammy? Or your grandmammy? Or your daddy? And stand up in the pulpit and say stuff like this. That's not mean. That's not hurtful. I think it is. But see, you have no problems when you thought ye were without sin. Because that's that type of spirit that heifer has. Her all that smack she talking, that's her spirit. Oh, I can say this because I'm holy. I'm saved. When you ain't most saved than a person with who got money and rent due on the first. You ain't no more saved than that money. Money spent, and so are you. But see, when it's them that's doing wrong, all kind of excuses. I'm serious. That's all I used to hear. When it's them, when you point out something that they do, it's an excuse or a deflection. I've lived this. You know how many pastors I've talked to? That's how I know people really don't know their word for real. I'm not making this up. But that's why I am the way I am in my videos. And my videos were not meant to, my videos were meant to be here as proof, as evidence. There was an attempt to try. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. So, but heifers like her on Judgment Day, they gonna gag. They are gonna gag so bad. Because you just thought you was just doing right. But I just don't understand. The whole building was packed. God gonna tell you, girl, I ain't heard nothing y'all was saying that day. Nothing y'all was saying. You out, you sitting up here, you want to condemn this group of people, but yet you go play bingo. You play the lottery. You sit up on the phone and gossip about everybody in your family and everybody in the church. I've seen it and I have lived it. I know what I'm talking about. So you can have a problem with the way, I speak all you want to. I don't care. I ain't asked you for a dime. I ain't asked you to follow. I appreciate everything though. I appreciate subscribers, people that like my videos, people that share my content. I appreciate everything. I do. But I'm not trying to be a TD Jakes or a Creflo Dollar or, I'm sorry, Create a Flow a Dollar. I don't even have no church or anything like that. I mean, I'm not looking for that. I know what my mission is and what I'm supposed to do. But I never thought about people who are older than me, but mad because they never found their purpose in life. Or mad because they put themselves in situations where like they had to care for others, or you know what I'm saying, and never got the credit that they deserve or never got the pay that they deserve. Nah, ain't none of that over here. I know my purpose. And it's to tell hussies like that, on the day of judgment, boo, you gonna gag. You are gonna gag. Not only did you not keep your covenant, you went for it and you taught people wrong. So, and I always say, we're gonna see in the end. We're gonna see in the end. We're gonna see. A lot of people doubt God. Got stuff to say about God. But let me make it clear, something else that I seen a dummy say. Spirits cannot impregnate human flesh. Okay? Well, I ain't gonna say they can't. I'm gonna say God, our Father, did not impregnate Mary. Joseph is Christ's earthly father. That doctrine came from the Roman Catholic Church, that is Satan's church. God did not impregnate Mary. You got some people that really believe that. And like I said, when they get up there, oh, no. Remember your friend? The one who used to do videos about me? He kind of explained that on one of his videos. Did you not pay attention? Oh no? Guess what? Unbelief. See, because you can't come up in somebody else's house, in somebody's kingdom, thinking, oh, well, you know, Jesus paid it all. He did. He paid it all for you to learn and prepare. And many did not do that. That's what they're going to find out on the day of judgment. When he said, I never knew you. I never knew you. There's going to be many that shall come in his name. His name. Christ giants. Christians. You know, the people who do the Spanish Crusades, took part in the transatlantic slave trade, stolen all kind of lands from people. Christians went to a land and where there were millions of people. When they got done invading it, it was less than 1,000 left. Yeah, Christians. You know, people who share the same religion as the KKK. Christians. A Christian organization, quote unquote. Yeah. So, we'll see. I already know. This right here gonna take a lot of people out. Take a lot of people out. They can't leave that bacon alone. They could not leave that bacon alone. It is what it is. And please, don't just think that this is about, oh, he mad because of, how they talked about gay. No, I'm mad at how these people will get up in the pulpit and they embarrass people. Like that lady that embarrassed that girl. It was a couple weeks back. It went viral. Talk about that girl said something to her. And that girl didn't do nothing to that lady. It was all in her mind. But she embarrassed that lady, that girl. We see it again. I mean, when I was watching the Marvin Winans video, and the lady was telling him how much she had to offer. I said, oh, that's not what I said. Just nasty. Just nasty. But see, for years, it was okay for them to do it. Close the door. Close the door. For years, it was okay for them. But now they want somebody to handle them with care. She'll get tired of all the sissies in the church. But oftentimes, they'll protect the pedophile. A lot of them Christians in the church gonna go to hell for that too. Because they knew that a child was being touched, but yet they did nothing. Because of the prominent pastor. The celebrity of the pastor. That whole sweeping it under the rug, that's gonna get a lot of y'all sent to hell. A lot of hussies. That's like that lady in the video. Oh, but can't stand the sissies though. It's heifers like that will sit up under men who have scammed their own elderly church members out of $3.6 million down in Houston, Texas. You can look it up. They will sit while all of this is going on. You know, what my question to you is, what if you've condemned these people so much? And don't get me wrong. Oh, it's a lot of them that's gonna go. A lot of them. Oh, it's a lot. Don't get it confused. Because, see, I believe in love. I do. I believe in love. I believe in love between, a man and a woman. Marriage between one man, one woman. But I also believe in love, too. And if it's between two men or two women, hey, only God will be able to tell, will be able to judge. But I can speak on this because I come from the community that I come from. Many within my community don't want love. Oh, they'll sit up. Oh, yeah, I want love. Yeah. No, you don't. You want to go to the bathhouse and fornicate. You want to go to the circuit parties and fornicate. You want to go to the party in the building with the 400 people in a one big dark room having sex with each other. And this is a real story that I'm talking about that happened. I did not do this. I heard somebody else talking about this. His name is Nico Aesthetics. So I'm not lying. He talked about a party where it was LGBTQIA and it was a dark room. It was about 400 people, or at least that's what they advertised. And people was stepping over feces, urine, all kind of stuff. That's what you wanted. You ain't want love. No, you wanted to create OnlyFans. That's what you wanted. And now we want to get up here in judgment because you see hell is hot. Oh no, Father, I wanted love. Well, I'm going through these records here. I mean, you at this bathhouse every night. You suck 10 this night, 5 this night. It don't seem like you want love. It didn't seem like when you was on the earth you wanted love. It didn't seem like that. I even sent you a few tests to see. Now you turned them down. Because you had to go to the bathhouse, remember? So yes, I talk about my own community too. Yes, I do. And they hate when you not bring this stuff up, but it's the truth. They hate when I talk about the hypersexuality within the LGBTQIA, but it is. They're not gearing bathhouses towards straight people. They're not doing those kind of parties for straight people. Mm-mm. It's not the straights that's often walking around with, has dominate with the whips and the chains and all of that. Yeah, you got some. For the most part, mm-mm. And now, with this new influx of women, like cisgender, like real women, I'm only using that term so natural born women putting on a strap and penetrating a man. Sis, where you think y'all going? Oh, I'm with my wife. That's side of me. That's side of me. Oftentimes, that's why I did a video called Let's Talk About Sex. Because oftentimes when I'm talking to people, they don't even know what side of me is. When we look at the sexual sin laws, look, man committed adultery with another man's wife, his neighbor's wife. Talk about man lying with his father's wife. Man that lied with his daughter-in-law. Because this happens, you know. Oh, but she ain't tired of that. Okay, we see 20 and 13. We see it. But what about 14? Is that not happening? Oh, 15 is happening too. Over there in Dubai. Down in Tijuana, Mexico. Look, this, you got whole people out here sleeping with the kin folks. 17. You ain't tired of that, though. They come up in there too. And be sassing around and stuff like that. Oh, because you don't. Look, number 18. How many of y'all do that? You got men out here. Oh, just put the towel down. Put the towel down. But see, a lot of them feel like it's okay when they do stuff like 18. It's okay. But it's not. It's not. Can't sleep with your aunt. How many times does that happen? I've heard a story about a man taking his uncle's wife. And what about some of you out there that will sleep with your siblings' partners? All of this stuff that goes on. But the one focus is number 13. Because you chose to focus on 13 so much, that's why all the rest of this is running rampant throughout the world. Here you go. Your pull-out game. Genesis 38, 8 through 10. Verse 9, look. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his, and it came to pass when he went into his brother's wife that he spilled it. And this is before the law. This is before the law. He spilled it on the ground. So, hey, Mr. Heterosexual man, she was good enough to go sleep with, right? She was good enough to get what you wanted. And then you pull it out and you see that he spilled it on the ground. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also. A lot of y'all don't want to face the wickedness that you do. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about heterosexual people like this, that hussy in this video. It was cool when you was young and your cat could get wet. But now that your cat can't get wet, and you are old, now you want to sit up here and be mean. They never want to address the stuff that they do. They feel like it's easier just to put it off on another community and highlight what they do. But in judgment, we all gonna be judged, baby. Can't hide from God. Amen. Have a blessed day.